be the way. Dahyuk, you know, should be having a pretty fun time on this one. Dahyuk, definitely one of the hyped top laners around the league. He was he had a lot of fans, especially even on day one when we were casting him. And seems like he's got some great hands, some great mechanics, and we'll see if he can take the win over Lancer in the lane, in a lane where he could potentially have some luck. Still no Illima, just not going to be playing today. Lancer staying in the top lane for Kwangdong Freaks. Although it can give you some strong moments. Vincenzo is coming down to the bottom side. Husk blows already onto Andil. He is exhausted. He might just get killed in the straight up 2v2. As the flash comes in and the Q hits from the Braum. Uh-oh, Vincenzo, no! You got rooted under the turret. What's going on? My guy, as now Bull is going to try to set this one up. That's a kill for him as well. And the gank goes totally awry for Live Sandbox. Yeah, we haven't seen too much in the early game from this Elise, and now they're going to start up the streak.
No, Kwangdong, not again.
Where have we seen this before?
Not again, Kwangdong.
Oh, they're going to go all in onto the Braum.
Yone, though.
Not a great idea, but the Yone does a huge amount of damage. They all line up in a row behind the Braum. Sometimes good, but other times bad, as we can see here. Guti has no items, isn't really doing any damage, so he's just going to get chunked out. And Kwangdong, they beat them into this fight. And they're going to get 3 kills and probably the Drake after this.
Now, if Live Sandbox do fight for this and Zeri picks up like 2 kills, totally back in the game. Is that likely to happen? Probably not. Could it happen? Is it challengers?
Wolf.
Let's find out about this.
They're calling down their Renekton as Andil is going to get caught here a little bit. That Maokai ultimate is getting some great value. And look at the Zeri in the back line is doing some work here. The Renekton from the top side is just too much. And Lancer has teleport, but he never got a good opportunity to use it because guess what?
Valdez having some lingering thoughts.
Already.
Yeah, some flashbacks.
Oh, no.
Okay, Guti looking for a flank here. If he could actually get on top of this Varus with this ult.
Oh, Dahyuk goes in alone. He is going to get 100-0. Already had the Dominus up as Guti will assassinate the Varus, but again, the follow-up too slow from the side of Live Sandbox. The Zeri is getting huge amounts of damage, but it's still too early in the game for her to be really, you know, game-changing in these team fights. So
well, there's no AD carry to shoot at her, so
yeah.
He's like no vision whatsoever for Live Sandbox.
Yeah, Andil just has no chill, man. He's gonna attack whatever he sees in front of him, including the Baron. They do know this is going on now. Not sure they can do much about it as the Maokai ultimate is coming in there, trying to take a fight afterwards.
Here comes Dahyuk.
The Nautilus ultimate went onto the Akali, so Diablo should be totally fine to just go into this fight, but it's kind of difficult to force this one. He's able to get that shuriken onto the Elise. Is Gucci, man. He is just hard carrying in some of these games, and now Diablo's able to pick up a kill. But remember,
really having good target selection there after the Maokai ult goes down to punish the Baron take. Still buffed up here top side though. Will Guti find the back angle again?
Here we go, Guti. They have locked him down this time. He is gone. Well, you had an Akali and now you do not. That Braum is going to pay off dividends, but he is not able to save the Renekton. Actually, a really nice play from Andil this time around. Able to get a fantastic follow-up. Diablo still alive, but they are fighting against Baron buffed minions and 5 members of Kwangdong. Might just have to give up this inhibitor.
The inhibitor is still down for a long time too. If he had been there earlier, you know, maybe he could have staved off the pressure to hopefully contest Baron before the next waves hit, but as you can see here, it's a really free path on spawn here for Kwangdong Freaks. They can set up picks as they kind of kite back towards it. As they kite back towards it. Nope. Nope.
Well, it is the Braum that he did hook, and here's the TP right on top of 4 of them. They are going to jump onto Lancer, but he's Mega Gnar as Yone only hits 1 person, and the Renekton is in the front line. He is taking so much damage, but the Gore Drinker takes up a lot. But look at Bull. He is totally untouched the entire time. They might get to him now, though, as so many low health bars, but the Varus is just going madman mode in the back line. Is nearly able to take out the Zeri. He's going to take out the Akali, and Bull is going 1v9 in this game. This Blind Forest, you know, there's no Ori in this game, but it's good enough. They have so many ways to check bushes that, well, that was they saw
that
them.
That is one way to check the brush.
And yeah, so Vincenzo's dead. That's the jungler here on the sandbox, and that's the Baron here for Kwangdong.
A wave clear for Live Sandbox is pretty bad also. Like, in terms of how they could stop this Baron push, I don't think it's going to happen.
So he is on 4 items, but we'll see how much he can do. They did not clear this ward, as this will be a last stand here for the side of Live Sandbox, as Guti is going to get hooked, but it doesn't amount to much. The Maokai ultimate for the disengage, as Vincenzo is so not tanky. He is dead once again, as here comes Dahyuk. He is going to get into that backline against Bull, but Bull just does so much damage. It's going to tear him to shreds, and Guti and Diablo not able to do too much. Diablo now all alone, essentially, as Guti about to go down. No, he is actually going to survive. Nope. Just gets killed in the pool. And guys, we are going to a game number 3. Diablo not able to do it all alone, even though he did get up to 4 items. The Zeri win condition is not real this time around, as Kwangdong Freaks will tie it up 1-1.
Who's your POG this one? I think
Bull.
You're giving it to Bull?
Yes, I am giving it to Bull.
I think I'm giving it to Cleaver this time, because though, I mean, the Yone ults were good. Nah, I'm gonna give it to Bull too. His positioning was good. He did too much damage.
Settling in.
Yeah, settling in a little bit. Still a wild game with a lot of damage on all of these champions. The one time I was really worried for Kwangdong was when they almost lost a full fight and got wiped right before that Drake spawned, and when the Baron was up. Like, if Live Sandbox get that Baron, that inhibitor respawns, and the Zeri gets 4 items, and they have map control, things get very different. I think Kwangdong definitely will be hearing a little bit from the coaching staff about that decision. The draft, I was concerned about the damage profile, but it ended up being okay in the end because Bull did carry and pop off. Also, I was a little bit concerned about how the Elise early game went. They weren't successful at beginning of the game at diving the Renekton, but look at the damage difference here in the top laners. Lancer definitely coming up big in this one. Shut down the Renekton, then they constantly followed him around the map so that he couldn't really have an impact. It was just good macro play overall. All my concerns kind of faded away as the game, hit the 22-25 minute mark.
Bull just able to pick up the POG here. Not too surprising at the end of the day, and
he's got the part where part of his hair goes back, part stays in front. Does kind of look like a, what the Western characters would look like in a